In a scathing rebuke, a federal judge has sanctioned the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission for its handling of a lawsuit against Utah-based crypto firm DebtBox. The case, which has become a lightning rod for the crypto industry, exposes the SEC's aggressive enforcement tactics and raises questions about the agency's use of legal tools. The saga began in July 2023 when the SEC accused DebtBox of defrauding investors out of nearly $50 million by selling unregistered securities in the form of node licenses for crypto mining. And in a dramatic move, the agency secured a temporary restraining order, freezing DebtBox's assets. This extraordinary measure, typically used when a defendant poses a flight risk or could destroy evidence, was granted without notifying the company. However, DebtBox fiercely contested the SEC's narrative. They claimed the agency misrepresented key facts to obtain the TRO, alleging the exchange was not aware of the investigation and they had no intention of fleeing the country. And Judge Robert Shelby, after reviewing the evidence, agreed. In a December order, he slammed the SEC's actions as bad faith conduct and a gross abuse of power. At Gary Gensler's, SEC continues its losing streak in the courts. A judge has ruled against the SEC in the DebtBox case, imposing sanctions on the commission for acting in bad faith. This is one of the most alarming examples yet of Gensler's abuse of power. In Christmas and Redline Care, the government that relies on financial services, GOP, March 18th, 2024, Madison Wheelg, and more Americans, a brother for all of the proof of the decision. The SEC initially admitted to mistakes and apologized for the shortfall in the case. However, they maintained their lawyers had not acted in bad faith and requested the judge waive sanctions. And this attempt at damage control proved futile. In a recent 80-page ruling, Judge Shelby not only sanctioned the SEC by requiring them to cover DebtBox's legal fees related to the TRO, but also denied their motion to dismiss the lawsuit without prejudice. This decision has significant implications. Firstly, it's a major victory for the crypto exchange and a blow to the SEC's enforcement record under Chair Gary Gensler, and critics, including a group of Republican senators, have long expressed concern about the agency's zealous approach to regulating the crypto sector. This case provides concrete evidence that the SEC's proper supersector methods might be overly aggressive, and sanctions on federal court tempo beyond. A federal court imposes on sanctions on SEC for misconduct in DebtBox lawsuit. And in a significant turn of events, the United States District Court has imposed sanctions on the Securities and Exchange Commission for what has been described as a gross abuse of power in its investor turf, March 18th, 2024. And secondly, the ruling raises serious questions about the SEC's use of TROs. Judge Shelby's criticism highlights a potential for abuse. The fallout extends beyond DebtBox. Leading crypto companies like Coinbase, currently embroiled in their own legal battles with the SEC, are watching closely. This decision could embolden them to challenge the SEC's tactics more aggressively. More broadly, it may lead to increased scrutiny against this regulatory approach, and they're taking things that they lived. And however, it's crucial to note that the judge's ruling doesn't rule on the firm's guilt or innocence regarding the alleged fraud. The lawsuit will continue. Furthermore, the impact on other ongoing SEC cases against crypto firms remains to be seen.